from Emma's a book. Is it a book? I don't know. The on Amazon. Read. No, I'm not. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today is actually the 2nd of July. It's the start of another vlog. It's probably gonna be shorter than my normal weekly vlogs, like day wise, but if you watch any of my vlogs or any of my videos in general, I can talk. So whether or not it means it's gonna be shorter in time or just the amount of days it covers, I don't know. We will have to see. So today's Friday. I'm just gonna make it a weekend vlog and follow me starting my Summerween reads and also starting 2 buddy reads. So I need to find my Summerween TBR. This is all very tentative. As you can tell by the thumbnail, one of my reads, oh god, is this chunker. Me and Lindsay Jardine. I will leave her links down below. Anybody I mention in this video, I will leave links down below, just as a rule, because I mention quite a few people in my videos, whether they have a Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, any socials I have for them, I will leave them in the description box. We've gone for 50 pages a day on this one, especially for the first part of it, because the first part of it is just full on, like, text. And from what I've seen of this, it is very much a jump around kind of book with footnotes and craziness. So this follows a man who finds, I think this might be totally wrong, there's a guy that finds a book about something. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop pretending I know what this is about. I thought I did, and then I pressed play on a press record and it's gone out of my head. But I got the colour remastered version from Emma Novella. She had bought multiple copies of this and she sold me this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. It is hella floppy. So that is the first of the buddy reads that I need to read. This will be spanning over a couple of vlogs, obviously. It's not going to be all this weekend. Next up we have Ship of Magic. So I've already read my first part of Ship of Magic. I'm buddy reading this with Michael from Average Reader. This is the first in the second trilogy that's a part of the Realm of the Elderlings. So the first was the Farseer trilogy that followed Fitz. This follows the Vestris family, and then the third trilogy goes back to Fitz. So far in this book we have met a couple of the Vestris family, including Alicia, who has been sailing on the Vivacia with her father for a number of years. And a life ship is a ship that quickens. They call it quickening. So a ship that awakens after so many members of a family have died on the ship. It then awakens, or quickens as they call it. This only happens to ships that are made of wizard wood. The Vestris family own one of these ships, and we are just meeting Alicia, and it's going to a point where her father is dying and they're taking him to the ship to die on its decks. They have to die on the decks of the ship in order for this to work. Alicia thinks that because she has been sailing with her father, because he's been teaching her about Vivacia, and she feels like she has a connection to the boat already because of their family's history with the boat and because of how long she's been sailing on it. She thinks that when her father dies, he's gonna leave the ship to her. Will he? Won't he? We don't know. We've also met Kenneth, who is a pirate. He's a bit of an arse, to be fair. He wants to be all powerful. He thinks he's entitled to, he wants to be like the king of pirates, from what I can gather on this anyway. So at the moment we've just met Kenneth, and he's already getting on my nerves. He's being quite rude to an otherworldly being called the other, some kind of serpent creature who is like a soothsayer, can see people's futures, and he seems to have a lack of respect for anybody else other than himself, and he loves his boat, he loves his ship. Yeah, he's not the nicest of people, so I don't know how him and Alicia are going to come together. If they're going to come together, is it going to be more of a platonic thing? Is it going to be a romance? We don't know. Is it just going to simply follow two separate timelines for two separate people? So Alicia is on the Vivacia, and Kenneth wants to just see something to rule people and gain power. Robin Hobb has a way of slowly telling a story without boring you. If you've never read a Hobb book before, just from what I know from the Farseer trilogy, it is slow paced. You do get a lot of detail and world building. You do dive into a lot of the characters as well. Do not expect anything to happen like that. Like, it takes time. I don't know how many sort of like battle type scenes there are going to be in here, but she does write a battle scene very well based on what I've read in previous books. I'm excited to continue on with this one. If this is going to be anything like the Farseer trilogy, I'm going to cry. I might have a little bit of a giggle, but effectively I am setting myself up for a lot of pain. I'm going to go into this knowing I'm going to hurt quite a bit. If I don't, then that will be a bonus. But what I'm finding with Hobb is that she does like to make you feel things very strongly, and the way that she writes it just makes you feel it even more. I'm really glad that I found Hobb, but also she's caused me a lot of pain so far, so I don't know how to feel about that, but we'll see. And then what I'm also going to try and do is this weekend I'm not going to my friend's house or my family's. I'm going to spend a lot of tomorrow doing a massive clear out and declutter of old stuff, old clothes. This evening I've got today's pages to read and my two buddy reads, but what I also want to get to is the Midlife Bounty Hunter by Shannon Mayer. I'm going to try and get around to that either today or start that tomorrow. I'm probably going to use this, depending on how much time I've got, I'm probably going to use this for read a paranormal book and read a book with Halloween covers on it, because it does have black, it does have orange, and it is also paranormal, so it does fit both prompts. For read in the dark, I did put Academy Saga down, but again, it could be any of these books. For the rest of my Summerween, I put a horror down as, I found one on Kindle Unlimited, and it's called Witch by Ian Rob Wright. I didn't really read the synopsis, I typed in horror books on Amazon, and this was one that came up on Kindle Unlimited. Also, one of the prompts is to bake or make something that's Halloween themed, and tomorrow we're going to bake some muffins with some green and orange icing, and I am so excited to bake. I've not baked in forever. I'm just going to make myself a few little muffins, nothing too big, and hopefully my friend can come round tomorrow night so I can share some of my muffins with my friend. That was my, see, I say it's going to be a short vlog, and this clip has been 15 minutes, but I do tend to like mumble and muffle my words, so a lot of this will be chopped out. So plan for this weekend of getting my Summerween started is to read my buddy read pages daily for both books, and to also try and get in the Midlife Hunter. Is it Midlife Hunter? I don't even know what my own book is. The Midlife Bounty Hunter by Shannon Mayer. So they are this weekend's reads, potentially. This is the first time in a while where I've just been home by myself and I've been able to actually do something productive, because previously when I've been home by myself it's been because I've not been well. So this is the first weekend I'm at home and I'm feeling mentally and physically capable of doing something productive. So yes, I'm going to take you on my very boring weekend journey Come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination. Friends, I'll sell you secrets for some cash. Hello, this is Saturday. I can't remember if I updated you last night. I hit that. What's that song? I got high expectations. Anyway, I am having a productive adulting cleaning day today. Ignore the mess over there. That is getting cleaned. Since starting this new job during the week, I've literally just been one of those people who picked something up, used it, and then just dumped it wherever. So we've got issues here. So I am going to be also hopefully trying maybe to do some baking today for Summerween baking, and during my cleaning, so that I'm not totally neglecting my personal goal to upload on social media more, I'm going to be doing some reels for Instagram and probably TikTok. I don't know, because my TikTok used to be a lot of like makeup related stuff and like depressing audios and videos where you put yourself in black and white and contemplate on stuff. So I don't know I don't know how I'm gonna start changing that to more bookish and lifestyle related content. So it might just be Instagram and that, but never mind. So I'm gonna show you what we're working with. This is gonna be easy, so I'll just shuffle this around. And then over there, don't focus on my finger over there. I've just literally got out some fly spray and then left the door open because I'm an idiot. But it's not like massively messy, and there's like my clothes horse. I don't have anywhere else to dry my clothes other than there. So that's gonna stay there, but it's just gonna get cleaned. Like, and then down here where I've changed my shoes and then just not put them anywhere, where I've exercised and just left my little exercise roller there, and this area here. So there's nail stuff, there's candles I need to put back from Instagram photos I've taken, and then that and that is staying there, but it's just going to be reorganised. And then over here, that's just a bookcase I need to set out. I just need to move stuff because I just leave stuff everywhere, and that desk needs clearing. I really need to find some way of like hiding these wires or cable tying them together, because that is a messy area. So that is a plan for in here, but then we have more. We've got some more things to do. Oh, it's very dark. Up here is bags and things that I need to rearrange and just make look less cluttered, and then there are all clothes I need to sort out, and then down here is all those clothes I need to sort out. In there is shoes, and it's just a bit of a mess. So this is the before. I am totally exposing myself here. Yeah. The rest of my room isn't that bad. My bed is very messily made, but there we go. I need to find a place for this kind of thing. But other than that, that's just my lovely bookcase. Oh yeah, I need to move the hairspray, but bookcase of hardbacks. Apart from Charmcaster. I want this in hardback. If anyone knows how to get this in hardback, please let me know. I'm gonna spruce this up, clean this up. I need to turn these fairy lights off as well. Nobody needs fairy lights on all day, every day. And then I'm gonna change my wax melts in on my wax burners, because up there we've got Jack. And then up there we've got an empty candle thing. I don't know what to do with my empty candle jars. Again, let me know if you've got any ideas. And then up there I've got another burner. So I'm gonna freshen everything up, clean everything up, put some wax burners on. Hopefully later my friends come around and we can just chill, watch some Netflix or Prime. Prima video. I'm going to do my buddy read sections later on today. But I tell you now, Ship of Magic, it's got a totally different vibe. A totally different vibe to the Farsi trilogy. But it's still Robin Hood, but do you know what I mean? It's still like very well written, and the characters, we're getting to know them in detail and in depth, which is just what I want in life. But it's less pain at the moment. There's been a bit of pain where I've been kind of like, I don't know if I like Alicia yet. Definitely do not like Kyle. And Brashen, I don't know where he fits into this whole thing, but I'm liking how his character's being developed so far. So yeah, there's that. House of Leaves, I need to catch up on that body read because today is day 3. We're supposed to have read 100 pages already, but my dear lord, why do you have to write like this? The story itself I'm keeping up with, I get it. It's like a guy made a video and about something creepy that sort of happened in this house that he moved into, and he was it was previously a photographer, and people were debating whether or not it was a hoax, whether it was real. And this is called the Navidson record, and this has been a debate for many years, whether it was real, whether it was not. Different people have reassessed this video, and then there's a guy that lived in his friend's building who died, and the author that we are following now has found some information on this Navidson record in this old man's apartment. But it starts off like he's really giving it to you hard, like this is giving him nightmares, and this has affected his life, and if he could go back and he could change it and not see what he's seen. So it sets you up for this really creepy, like at the moment it started off with, this changed my life and I have nightmares all the time, to then going back to sort of from the beginning, like this is how it happened and this is what I've seen. So we're just getting to a point now where we're going through him reading about all these different theories around whether or not it was real, and then he's talking you through that. I think I'm on like page 20 out of 100 that I should have already read. This is where I feel like his writing style's a little bit pretentious, or maybe I'm just dumb, maybe it's just a me thing, but the way he's explaining this thing, and he's got really long freaking words that I don't think are really necessary and just take me away from the sentence and the story, because I'm spending time trying to focus on what this word means, how it's pronounced. I mean, the switch between the story and the footnotes, I don't mind. What I'm going to do is, for the sake of the buddy read, so that I can keep up or try and get up to date, I'm going to just read the main story parts and then go back and then read the story parts alongside the footnotes at a later date. I feel like the footnotes are going to confuse me in the first instance, because it takes you out of the actual main story. So that's how I'm going to go with it for now. It's just the way he's explaining things, I'm just like, dude, I don't need all these big fancy words. I'm not intelligent enough to know what this word means. Like combum position, I don't even know. I'm not a fan of the writing style. If something's making you stressed or nervous or scared, just say stressed or nervous or scared, or even use a slightly different wording. But why do you have to have like a 10-syllable word? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm gonna crack on and clean and then come back and update you later. This is what my plan is for the day. Goodbye. This bit right here is my most anxiety-ridden worst part, is when everything's out. Well, not even everything's out yet. When there's so many stuff out that I just need to organise, and I feel like it's like a never-ending tunnel or pit of clothes and mess. It doesn't look like much of a difference. But I've organised the bags up there so that I can reach them better. Reduce this pile significantly, even though it doesn't look like a lot. And I've neatened up the piles. And then down here, not been able to do much. I've got rid of a suitcase from behind there. And I've reduced the hanging section. And I'm going to try to sell some stuff on Depop or Vinted or donate to charity. My shoe rack has to stay there because there's nowhere else to put it. So there we go. Oh, all that mess. Like literally, all those bin liners down there are full of things to donate. I've moved the big box that was there and put it into my cupboard so that I can try and get a little bookcase down there. Still a bit of work to do, but I need to start getting ready and getting a shower and getting changed because my friend's coming over and I don't want to smell of sweat when he's coming over. So I've done a little bit in here, tidied up those shelves, removed some stuff off there, washing's still there, still some stuff that I need to set out on there, but it's a lot cleaner. And then I just need to tidy up this little bit before my friend comes. So we're mixing butter and sugar first, then we add the eggs, and then we sieve in the flour. That's the way that I was taught how to bake. This is how I'm going to go with it. And I did it on a 4-4-2 basis, so 4 sugar, 4 butter, 4 margarine, 4 flour and 2 eggs.
All's been said and done. I feel your presence in the room.
How can I not watch Olivia read the latte while my buns cool down?
Well, at least I feel something at all. Well, at least I feel.
Oh, how cool is that?
At least I feel you after all. Well, at least I feel. Well, at least I feel you after all.
Hey. So, I've decided that I'm just gonna make this a Summerween vlog and not just a weekend vlog, because why the frick not? So it's gonna be, it probably will end up being a week, because I think I started this vlog on Friday and then it's gonna run to like next Friday when Summerween ends. Is it Friday? That's not a thing. Summerween ends on the 8th, which is a Thursday, so it's kind of more or less the same kind of thing ish, kind of. So we're now on Tuesday, and like I said, I was gonna cut this vlog at weekend, but we're gonna lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. My books are over there currently underneath a pile of stuff, so I'm just gonna chinwag and let you know what is going on with my reading. So I'm up to date with Ship of Magic. I'm more or less up to date with Ship of Magic. I'm loving it. Like the vibe, the atmosphere, like the writing is still typical Hob writing. Like it's so well written and so easy to follow, and despite it being such a big book, it's over like 800 pages I think this book is, and despite the chapters being epically long, because I'm listening to the audio as well as reading along with it, I feel like I'm just absorbed in it. And if it hadn't been buddy reading it with Michael, I would have just consumed the whole book within a very short space of time. But I've been trying to read that along with my other buddy read, which is House of Leaves, and then also in between that I've started to read The Witch. And I don't know why I've done this to myself, but I've also picked up Midlife Bounty Hunter. So what I'm going to do is park House of Leaves for now. House of Leaves, okay, so here's the thing. I am really enjoying the story of House of Leaves. the whole horror aspect where they found this Navidson record, that is it real, is it not real, like what's going on with it, like that kind of stuff I'm really liking. But I just cannot get to grips with his writing style. He makes sentences way longer than they need to be, puts words in there that it's like a I don't know, pompous sounds awful. It's kind of like a pretentious way of writing, and I'm gonna sound awful saying that, but if you've read the book, you know what I mean. I've tried, and Lindsay's tried to get past the writing style, so I don't know if we're gonna permanently DNF it, but I know that Lindsay's contemplating DNFing it, and I was contemplating DNFing it. I don't know if I want to DNF it or come back to it at a later date. I keep saying this about books, like when I've got a smaller DBR or when I've not got as many books to juggle with. But I feel like if I DNF this book, then I will never pick it up again, because the absolute lack of motivation I have to pick up this book is unreal. I've even started another horror book. I've started a book by an author I've never heard of before on Kindle Unlimited, just to avoid having to read that book. There was just... I get the whole quirky mixed media thing and the whole way that it's set out. I get what it's trying to do. I do. I really honestly get what it's trying to do. But it's just not executing it well, and I don't know. The people that have got through it and enjoyed it have really liked it from the most part from what I've seen. A lot of people have said you need to read it once and then read it again to get the full gist of everything, and for me, I just feel like I'm only like 60 or 70 pages in, and I just don't feel like I'm going to get anywhere. So I'm going to double check with Lindsay later on tonight what she wants to do, but I think it's going to be a DNF. So I've got another 200 pages of Ship of Magic to read, and then, like I said, I've got The Witch, Midlife Bounty Hunter. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now. For the book to read in the dark, I read one of the nights I read Ship of Magic, and the other night I read Witch, so that ticked off that prompt. The horror book is Witch. The paranormal book / the book that has Halloween colours on, which is black and orange, is the Midlife Bounty Hunter. So if I can finish these two books in the next 2 days, my Summerween reads are done, and I've fulfilled all my Summerween prompts, because I also baked, and you'll have seen in the previous clips that I baked some orange and green buns. The buttercream was way too runny. Even when I put it in after I put it in the fridge, it still was too runny. So what I might do next time if I bake buns is maybe try a gel food colouring instead of a liquid, because I think the liquid food colouring broke the buttercream down into like a more of a liquid. So yeah, the green ones didn't turn out the best, and I didn't have any. I should have planned it a little bit better and got maybe some piping tips and made it a bit more fancy, but it was just me and some friends from work that were eating them, so I didn't need to go all bougie and like epic flair. Once I finish Ship of Magic, I'm not sure what I'm going to move on to next. I will come back to you once I've read some more. I'm going to try and keep these clips shorter, so if I cut a lot of bits out, that's why, because this vlog's going to be a little bit longer than I expect it to be now. But I have got a crap ton of editing to do, so I need to find time to edit at some point. I don't know when that's gonna be, because I'm working. I'm gonna go now. Tonight I might be seeing a friend and chilling down, starting to watch El Marvel Universo from the date that they came out. So the first film, I think, is Thor, the first Thor film. I don't know. I'm gonna go through the phases, and then I'm gonna go through the series, and I'm gonna have a whole Marvel thing going on. And what I did try and do before I go, I know I said these clips are going to be shorter, but what I did try and do, I tried to record Stargirl whilst it was on screen, and then I tried to record my reaction to watching it. But what I didn't realise is, obviously, now I think about it, copyright reasons, they won't let you, but Netflix and Prime don't, and I'm guessing Disney Channel, don't let you record the screen. It just goes black and all you hear is the audio. So what I'm gonna do is, I do want to do some more film and series related videos, as well as some separate makeup videos, which is why I'm trying to reduce my TBRs each month. And I'm gonna try, hopefully, go through all the phases and do a full Marvel review. And then I'm also going to try and do some other series reviews that have come up on Netflix, like 7 Deadly Sins, Tresse, yeah, some other cool animes have come onto Netflix that I really want to start to review as well. So you might see more different content coming from my channel. At the moment I need to get up to date with what I've currently got, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to head off, grab some food, because I've still not eaten after work today, and I will see you all in the morning.
All's been said and done. I feel your presence in the
First Iron Man suit.
Test complete, preparing to power down and begin diagnosis.
Yeah, tell you what, do a weather and ATC check. Start.
My worst nightmare. Heights. Can you see him? It's falling. Jesus. Ah. Iron Man number 2.
at least I feel
Now we move on to Thor.
at least I feel.
Hi. Welcome to the end of my Summerween vlog. What am I doing? Trying to find my books that I read. I haven't finished. Have I? Did I? I can't remember. Have I finished a book? I think I finished one of the book, which was which. But I have started a number of books this Summerween week. And I've also DNF'd one already. So there's that. I started Ship of Magic, and I would have been finished with it. However, myself and Michael are buddy reading this. Michael from The Average Reader. He's a lovely gentleman. I will leave him links down below. We are both really enjoying it, from what I know, from what we've discussed. We both like the same characters and dislike the same characters. We're on the same wavelength, essentially. We are kin. That sounds strange.
Hey, that was weird.
But never mind. Yeah, so we're both around the same kind of pages in. I've not put this down because I haven't been enjoying it. But if you've ever read a Hob, it's extremely immersive. And you need a lot of focus. A lot of other books that I read, sort of some YA fantasy, something that's not high fantasy and not as involved as this, I don't need to put 100% of like pure laser focus on, and I can still understand the story. Whereas Hob, I need to be like earphones in, book out, zen on the sofa with a brew, and just in the zone to get into this, because I don't want to miss a thing, just like Aerosmith. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, because I'll miss out on this book and I don't want to miss a thing.
'Cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Do you know what I mean? So we're over halfway through now, just about. We is there, and I'm hoping to get to that next pink section this weekend, and then maybe this tomorrow, and then maybe this Sunday, Monday, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna see what Michael wants to do, but he said that he won't be able to pick up again until the weekend, and same as me. So we're currently on Friday. I'm ending my Summerween vlog here because I forgot to end it yesterday. So we started this. We started and finished Witch. I didn't really give you much of an update on what I was reading because, as you can probably tell from the clippages, whatever they're called, I haven't read as much as I wanted to this week, and I took a bit of a backseat and watched a bit more of what I was enjoying watching, which was Marvel. I started back at phase 1, Are you regretting anything at this moment? No. Does Robert Downey Jr. have my heart? Yes. And that is all. You cannot fight me on that, because I will win. Then I tried to pick up this. Now this is a beast. It is a beast. It doesn't look that, well, it does actually. It is thick, but it's also wide. And the first, what feels like a million pages, are very much this. If you've heard anything about House of Leaves, you will know that it is a whole heaping mess of a mixture of narrative and footnotes that explain certain things. I DNF'd this. Where did I get to? About 80. There, I got there. I tried my best. And I've already read this with Lindsay Jardine. We have chosen a different buddy read for next month. We have chosen Caraval, because we both DNF'd this with the same struggles. And maybe when I'm more intelligent, if that is ever going to be a thing, probably not, I may eventually come back around to this. I'm not getting rid of this. I do really want to attempt to try and read this. I just feel like I'm not intelligent enough to understand his way of writing. Mark Danielewski, he writes in the most patronising way. I feel like someone who sat down and was just like, I want to write a story. I want to write a horror, but I want to do it differently, which is all fine and funky and fresh and fabulous. I'm up for a different kind of horror. I'm up for any different kind of book. I will try anything once. And I like the whole mixed media sort of footnotes, sort of like longer pages, tiny pages, the whole shebang. I was up for it. Sold, signed, sealed, delivered, done. But then the writing style, like his narrative side of it, it's just horrible to keep up with. Putting words in there that I don't understand, I have to read and reread pages, and I was literally sat down for like over an hour, and I must have got through like 5 or 6 pages because I reread everything so much. Then I was stressing myself out because I was like, I wanted to get a certain amount of pages read of that night, a certain amount of pages read of Ship Magic, and then potentially get anything else that I wanted to get done, whether it was pick up another book or bake some buns, which I did do. I baked some buns for Summerween. The buttercream was a bit runny, and next time I need to work on hardening that up a bit, but beautiful buns. I couldn't keep going with this book. I'm sorry. If you've got through this book, I applaud you. If you have ever finished a book like that, I applaud you. And I don't know if Lala's gone back, Kayla from Books on Lala, I don't know if she's gone back to reread it, but she'd read through it once, and I think she did. I think she read through it once and then read through it a second time, reading the footnotes. That was the recommended way of reading it. I couldn't even get through it once. Intelligence level for Kayla is here, and my intelligence level is clearly here because I know not of what he was discussing. So there was that. I then picked up Witch. It was a horror. It was cool. I will leave my thoughts on my Instagram and my Goodreads. I will leave all the links down below. A full review will be of that because I feel like this vlog is going to be way too long for me to go into detail about this. So there was this that I finished. So one book finished. Whoop-de-whoop for me. Is that all? I think. I'm looking at my Goodreads, not my Goodreads, at my core pile now, and if I actually finished a book, which I haven't. Other than that, that is abysmal, child. It is not acceptable in any way, shape or form. And then I read I can't remember, the Midlife Bounty Hunter. I read this book. I've started reading it. I've got about a quarter of the way through. So far so good. I'm enjoying it. And this is my paranormal read. So what I'm going to do with these readathons is, like, I wanted to take part, but it was like a low-key thing. I wasn't going to like wrap myself on the hands if I didn't finish all my books. So started books, just haven't finished them. Yeah, that was my Summerween done. I am looking forward to Winterween if they do one still. Also looking forward to Halloween. Is anyone looking forward to Halloween? Black is my aesthetic if you haven't already guessed. So I've got a slight pattern on it, but dark blue, grey, black. my aesthetic to a T, and the whole Halloween, Summerween, Winterween thing that we are embracing. I am all about that life. So Olivia from my Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby from My Fictional World over on Instagram. I don't know if she has a booktube channel. I think she might do. I will leave them both linked down below. They were running soon at Summerween, and 100% would recommend that you partake. I am going to head off now because this needs to get edited and uploaded and thumbnail done and yada yada yada. And I also need to watch some more Phase 2. So thank you very much for coming along with me on my very up and down journey of this week. And I've got some hair mask stuff on at the moment. I'm gonna leave this on for a bit longer and then I'm gonna go wash it off and chill for the rest of the night. If you would like to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It helps me out a lot. I really would love to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Is that gonna happen? Probably not, but I can try. I can manifest it. Do you know what I mean? Manifestation is there. Can I see the end of the tunnel? I don't know. But I'm gonna stop making a fool of myself now and go with the fairies. I've got issues. One of them is how bad I need you. Bye.